Hello guys, this is a new channel, new video. This is actually my first video and I'm kind of excited, but as you can see, I'm on the Multimedia Fusion 2 program. And you guys may or may not know what this is, but this is a pretty much a game creator program. It's for mostly 2D platformer games, 2D platformer, whatever you want to call it. People have created first-person shooters, but it is extremely hard. And I could make it. It would just not be that great. So I'm gonna just pretty much teach you the basics, make some projects, and just show you how it is and how it works. So yeah. So first of all, we're gonna make a new project. The application, whatever. I'm just gonna call it tutorial. Okay, and 1. Alright, so as you can see in tutorial, before you go to the first frame, I know you want to just go create whatever, but before, just left click that and you can drag everything out. This is the library. We may or may not use that, but as you can see, settings, you guys don't really need to mess around with this. And window, we're going to come back to this. I'm just going through runtime options. We may or may not go through this. It's not that important. I mean, you could change some stuff. Global values, events, tutorial. You can make an icon, whatever you want, and yeah. I don't know, but oh wait, can we play it now? Whatever. All right. Oops. Yes. All right. So you can name it, whatever. But what we want to work on is we want to go to window. And this is the size of your game. So if you click F8, or let me see, where is it? Run application. Then you can see this is the size of what it looks like. This is, let me go back. Oops. There we go. So this is the size of it. And wow, I keep on doing that. But if you don't know, what you could do is just go to your first frame and let's just color it green. That is the size. If you make it big, that is the size of your game. And you may or may not want it to be the size. So 640 by 480 is the size. 640 is the length, so that's how wide it is. And height is how tall it is. But what I like to do for my games mostly is go to window. Click on this, and I like to do 1 to 80, 720. And yes, so now it will be this big right here. I guess we could do view 50. So that is the screen, that is the size. And if I went to big, right there, that is the size of the game. So I personally like that better, but it's all your opinion. But yeah, so let's get into this a little bit more. Let me just get the sizing to how I like it. And we're going to start out, I'm going to be making my own platformer game. Now, you guys may not want or may have a color background, but I'm going to go with like a sky type color. And if you want to add a cool background to your game in frame 1, or let's just rename that and let's call this world or level 1. How about this? All right. And if you can double click on the screen wherever, or actually just in the project area, you can't do it over here or over there, just right here. And you can click B, A, D, whatever the letter is in the beginning. So there's tons of them, and it kind of puts them in a file around here. But let's just go to all objects, and you can look for background. So backdrop picture, quick backdrop. You can just do that right here, and you can go to like pictures or wherever you want to go. Pictures, or nope, that's a that's a server. Where would it be? You could go to pictures, and you could have my background like right here. You could have that cool background, so if you went to F8, you just have that, but that's, yeah. You probably don't want that. You could create your own in Paint, Photoshop, whatever GIMP, whatever paint program you want. But yeah, so I'm just gonna have this little blue. It's kind of ugly, but next what I'm gonna do is I'm going to create a block. Now to create a block, what I like to do is do Control L, or nope, Control Main, or I really just go to, if you go to View Toolbars, and I like to open my library, go back to this local library. I'm gonna go to BibX Universe and just get a block right here. So let me just exit this out, and I can rename this grass. So this is really helpful because it automatically comes as a block. So you can also just make the property in runtime options a platform. So when you cannot talk, when an object falls down onto this, it will stop once I teach you how to do that programming. So Multimedia Fusion 2 doesn't have any coding at all. It's just drag and drop, which I kind of like. Some people don't, but yeah. Let me just erase this all, and we're just gonna create a simple grass block. I guess just get some brown and make this 10. And there we go. And get a grass type block. And it's pretty simple. I think I'm gonna go a little bit darker right here. Yeah, there we go. So we now have a grass block. So if you click F8, you can see the grass block is right in the sky, but you may or may not want that. So you can just put that down right there. Maybe you can drag it again. May have to make it go down. Then if you can't see it that well, you click View, Zoom, 100%, scroll down. You can see it's level with that. And then you can drag, get them all, click Control, then Control V to copy and paste them. And let's get this one to come down a little bit, and this one to come down a little bit. Nope, these need to be up, and oops. So yeah, you can see that this is just kind of level right there. But what if you want like a character? So I would personally create an active. Active is pretty much a person that's active that you can move around. And yeah, so we're gonna go through this: display options, size, position. You don't really need to focus on that right now. Maybe behaviors later, but right now we're going to go to movement. It's that little stick man kind of running. So right now it is static, which means it will not move. If you go to F8 and start the game, it's right there. You can't move it, you can't use arrow keys, whatever. It will not move. But if you click on this, it gives us lots of fun things to do with it. You could have a race car in that type, 8 directions, mouse controlled. Like if it was mouse controlled, I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's following my mouse right now. And now I cannot get out. Okay. No, I cannot get out. No, okay. What the heck? Oh, I did not think through this. I don't know why this won't work. For some reason, it won't close. It's being weird. I'm gonna have to get my task manager and just end that because that's annoying. But yeah, mouse controlled, I wouldn't recommend it. You could do Space Invaders, so or Invaders, but it's like Space Invaders movement. But we want platform, and you can change the gravity strength, button control for jump. I like this one, up plus left, button 1. There's a lot of things you can do, speed. But right now it's player 1. You don't really want to change that, and you have your player. But when you click F8, you will notice that it just falls right through. And personally, right now, like I'm just going to change this. So 180. I think I'm gonna do this 0, 0. Yes. All right. So now let's go to F8. So I like that. So, but I think I'm going to make it a little bit less because I want to still see it. So So maybe 650. We could try that. F8. And I think that's good. Then I need to go to the control main or right here and drag this back up. Alright, so if you click F8, it just falls right through. So you really don't want that. That's kind of irritating because no matter what you do, it'll just always fall. So now you can click Control E, or Control E to go to your event area. So this is where you create all of your commands, like wherever you want your player to go. But yeah, this is the object area. So what we're gonna do, you may not understand this, we will probably cover this later, but you can right click anyone, there's lots of things you can do, player one, but we're gonna right click our active, go to collisions, and go to backdrop. And it's gonna look red, but let me just show you how this is. When you go back to level 1, whenever this collides with the grass, we want it to instantly stop. So we're gonna go back to Control E, so whenever this goes right there, we're going to go to movement and click stop. Alright, so whenever you click F8, you can see it's all good. You cannot jump yet because we're gonna go over that later. But if you go back to level, you can go to your player, and we're gonna make this so up plus this. Alright, so you can see the jump is barely high at all. You could probably not even get anywhere with that jump. So what you're going to want to do is just left click once and go over to your gravity. So if you have less gravity, your player is going to be able to go higher, but it's going to look kind of weird. So I recommend putting this at 75, and you can just screw around. I'm going to take this down to 45 and see how this looks. This may be a little high. I kind of like it. I may make it look a little bit high, make it be a little bit higher, so we're just gonna go back to right here, go to the movement, and probably make a strength 100. So then you can see what this would be. So this jumps really high. It may be a little bit too high. You can just mess around. I'm gonna do 85. So that's strength 85. So I think that's pretty good. And we have this little guy, he just stays right here. He doesn't really do much. So now we can double left click, and here's our player. And if you want him to be bigger, you can just drag him out. And if you don't see this, like when you just click on this, you may just see dots and you're just like, I can't drag him out, I can only move him. Left click again to go to the sizing, and left click again to pretty much twist him around and whatever. So I'm gonna twist them back this way, and now I'm going to erase it all with our toolbar right over here, and I am going to, sorry, just a second, and what we're going to do is probably, before we do this, we have to draw just a little, because it wants to see something. We're gonna make this slightly bigger. That'll be probably good for the size of our character. And some people can make really cool characters. I'm not that creative. So what I'm gonna do is just probably, you could get a sprite. For instance, let me show you. So now we are here on Google, and you can see we could go to Halo, RPG, walking. This is if you don't want to create your own. So we could go to Mega Man. Let's go to RPG. There's templates and everything. But really, let's check out this. Let's check out this guy right here. If we can can we go closer? Nope. Okay. Oh, there we go. We scroll down. So let's check out this guy. My Google's being weird. And you can see we wouldn't use these ones because this is walking forward. We'd probably just want to use the side. So this is the guy walking to the right. This guy walking to the left. Most of the time they have more. Let's check out this stick figure guy. You can see he can run. He starts running. This is actually a really good one. I might even use this. And this is it jumping. And it takes a while to just drag and control C and yeah. But personally, I think I might even visit the page and nope. Okay. Looks like it's not here. And I'm just gonna take it out. Go out of there. But you can get the circle. I'm just going to be doing a normal stickman. I guess fill in the color. Get this. And boom. Boom. And can we get this completely straight? There we go. I think we got that. No, I think that may be a little long. There we go. I think that's about right. And there we go. So we just have really a easy looking guy. It's not too hard to do. You might want to do this and make him go all the way down so it looks a little bit more realistic. His leg may look a little long. You can, yeah, it looks really long actually, but I'll probably change that in the next episode. But you're just making it so whenever you spawn in, you can, it looks like you're actually touching the ground, and you want to make it look as good as you can. So this episode was just getting a player in, working on the gravity and speed. If you have any questions, you can ask down below. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. It really means a lot, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.